Howdy, this is Michael Good from reapertrades.com, and this is your trade recap for the 10th of December. What you see before you is the 3-minute bar chart, a candle chart really, of RWC, and you can see it was very choppy today, very volatile in the morning. I had been short 5,000 shares overnight this. I covered in the pre-market around 397 or so, and I had been short from about 385. Lost $700 odd. That was all in my Sogo Elite account, so it doesn't show up here. Then I bought 5,000 shares about 394 right after the market opened, and then it spiked up, and I sold right into that spike, made like $900. Then it dropped down again. I saw some big bids coming, and then I bought, sold into the spike again, and then it just went sideways the rest of the day. So you may be asking, why the heck was I short? Why did I cover in the pre-market? Why did I buy later? So first thing, the reason I shorted is because it was up one day, then it sort of faded. So yesterday, it ended up at the end of the day, but it was only really because of tape painting. Otherwise, it was basically neutral at the end of the day. It had been right around like 390, 392 or so. The technical close was $4 because of tape painting. So then in the pre-market, I saw a bunch of big trades pretty low, 380, 385. It did maybe 40, 50,000 shares in the pre-market? Nah, actually a bit more than that. But it started low in the pre-market, and then it started inching its way back up towards 4 as it got closer to the market open. So, I mean, normally I don't pay too much attention to the pre-market, but I was a little skittish on this one. And I said, okay, well, once it's getting close to 4, I'm going to get out. That was bad. I should have waited till the market opened, because then it dropped down to around, 390 or so. And I would have said to myself, okay, well, I can get out here. And that would have been reasonable. That would have been a good time to exit. So I got out too early, lost a little more money than I had to because of that. But yeah, after that, it was just all up. And I saw that it couldn't drop below 390, which was really about where it should have closed yesterday outside the tape painting. So it wasn't really green technically, but it was, in a sense. So that was nice. After closing it out too early and at too high a price, I played it well, and I was like plus 200 overall on it. Had some other trades, nothing too exciting. SMCE was a pumped piece of crap. I gapped it overnight. I bought it yesterday, I forget what, 167 or so, sold it like 179, just 10 seconds after the market opened, just so I could focus on RWC. And as you see, that didn't work out too well. With these kinds of things, these pumps, you never want to hold them unless you're absolutely looking at them, because they can drop really quick. So yeah, I missed profit, but on the other hand, I could have dropped really quick, and that would have been bad. The last pump I played, I gapped overnight, did that. It gapped higher, and then it just started dropping like a rock. So if I hadn't been watching this for the first few minutes, there's the risk the same thing could have happened. Other trades, not really much else in the way of other interesting trades. Played Lazy Boy Small on the 10 break in LST on red-green. In both those times, it didn't really do much, and I kept my loss or profit small. Enter, it was a CNBC pump, so I short sold it here, hoping that would sort of gradually fade. Instead, it went a bit higher and then went sideways and then faded later. So I've played these CNBC mentions when stocks spike a bunch on them a few times before. I usually don't do too well. So I really do better with the fat-fingered trades, short selling if the stock just goes up way much on no real news. But those don't come around too often, so I would have been okay if I'd had a larger stop, shorted higher, and then just held on, but I don't have the patience for that. So that's it for today. Check me out next time, reapertrades.com.